At Sierra, discover joyous deals on great gifts for everyone on your list. Like cozy slippers, ski gear, fishing poles, bikes, large kayaks, even larger canoes. Whew, which might lead to another discovery. Wrapping gifts is the only sport you need to stay fit this season. 'Tis the season to discover great gifts at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
Hey friends, it's Karamo, talk show host, life coach, and your next best friend. You just don't know it yet.
I'm hosting a new podcast called Started on WhatsApp, Brotherhoods. We're going around the world to explore male friendships and all the wins, challenges, and bonds that are made in WhatsApp group chats.
And that's exactly where you can listen to it. Right in the app. It's streaming on the official WhatsApp channel. Just open the app and go to the Updates tab to start listening. While you're at it, message your best friend and make sure they listen too. I'll see you there.
This is Optimal Living Daily, Having Faith in Maybe by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. And I'm Justin Malik. Welcome to Optimal Living Daily, or the OLD podcast, where I read to you from some of the best blogs I can find and get permission from, sometimes books covering personal development or self-help, minimalism, productivity, anything that I think will help make your life more meaningful. And with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Having Faith in Maybe by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. Quote, faith is not something to grasp, it is a state to grow into. Mahatma Gandhi. A few months ago, my friend Joe lost his job as a marketing consultant. The minute he lost his job, he started to panic that all of his savings would be depleted and he wouldn't be able to support his young family. For 2 weeks, he suffered through sleepless nights, worrying that he'd be unemployed for a long time. He became very anxious. It just so happened that on day 14, Joe got a short-term consulting job and he started to work while still looking for long-term employment. Every week he'd say that the consulting job was ending, and yet it kept getting extended. Joe was so concentrated on when the short-term job would end that he never stopped to consider that he was working and actually making a little more money than he had before. A few weeks ago, he swore the job was ending on Friday, and sure enough, it got extended again for another month. And then Joe told himself the story that imminent doom was only postponed for a short time. Joe says his wife tells him all the time that he should have a little more faith that things will all work out. But Joe clings to his belief that because he can't know what tomorrow will bring, he can't feel safe and secure. He perceives the uncertainty of the situation to foretell only the worst. So what does Joe's wife exactly mean when she tells him to have faith, and how is that different from Joe's belief that trouble looms? Sharon Salzberg, a Buddhist teacher, says, quote, beliefs try to make a known out of the unknown. They make presumptions about what is yet to come, how it will be, what it will mean, and how it will affect us. Faith, on the other hand, doesn't carve out reality according to our preconceptions and desires. It doesn't decide how we are going to perceive something, but rather is the ability to move forward even without knowing. Belief clings, faith lets go, end quote. Having faith is often touted as the answer to our worries. Yet the unknown scares many of us, and we cling to our fears and worries instead of letting go and embracing uncertainty. As much as many of us would like to have faith, it is a road that can be difficult to travel. But the good news is that this is a situation where the idea of maybe can really help someone like Joe. Maybe is an in-transit place from belief to faith. Those that have faith may have no use for maybe, but for those of us who get stuck when circumstances seem dire or we don't know what to do next, maybe can come into our lives and comfort us. Maybe leads us to take our beliefs and question them. E.g., maybe our beliefs are not true. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe this is good. Maybe things can better. And it can open our hearts and allows us to experience space and light in the midst of crisis. In a way, maybe creates a kind of cognitive faith that can help get us through an unexpected situation. And if we work to continuously experience this open space of maybe, we start to embrace the unknown as the unfolding of all possibilities. With this in mind, Joe and I have been playing around with the idea of maybe to try to alleviate some of his stress. Joe's been trying to admit that maybe things will work out. Maybe he will get a new job. Maybe he will keep the current job, or maybe everything is okay right now and he will figure the rest out in time. The idea of maybe is so effective for Joe because it continuously offers him more than that one possibility that was keeping him up at night. As Joe realized through maybe that there are infinite possibilities ahead even though he can't see them yet, he was able to relax at times and stay open to whatever life has to offer in his future. Joe tells me he has good days and bad days with trying to stay in maybe, but the days maybe works, he feels a freedom that he never felt before. Who knows, maybe this experience will lead Joe to have some faith after all. Just maybe. You just listened to the post titled, Having Faith in Maybe by Allison Carmen of AllisonCarmen.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. It's time for Black Friday, Dell Technologies' biggest sale of the year. That's right, you'll find huge savings on select Dell PCs like the Dell 16 Plus with Intel Core Ultra processors. And with built-in advanced AI features, it's the PC that helps you do more faster. From smarter multitasking to extended battery life, these PCs get the busy work done so you can focus on what matters most to you. Plus, earn Dell rewards and enjoy many other benefits like free shipping, expert support, price match guarantee, and flexible financing options. They also have the biggest deals on accessories that pair perfectly with your Dell PC, improving the way you work, play, and connect. Whether you just started holiday shopping or you're finishing up, these PCs and accessories make perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop now at Dell.com/deals and don't miss out. That's Dell.com/deals.
Rinse takes your laundry and hand-delivers it to your door, expertly cleaned and folded. So you could take the time once spent folding and sorting and waiting to finally pursue a whole new version of you. Like Tea Time You. Or this Tea Time You. Or even this Tea Time You.
So did you hear about Dave?
Or even Tea Time You.
So update on Dave.
It's up to you. We'll take the laundry. Rinse. It's time to be great.
Thank you to Allison. She had an update posted after writing this article, so I'll share that now. Update. This is a blog post from May. I met with Joe yesterday, and he is still working at his temporary job and is making more money this year than last. His wife is pregnant, and he's trying to buy a new home. He told me he is getting comfortable with his temporary status at the company. He asked me if he was developing faith. I answered, maybe. So there you have it. Allison's tagline is maybe, even has a book called The Gift of Maybe that's worth checking out. You can find that and a lot more at AllisonCarmen.com. She also has a podcast called 10 Minutes to Less Suffering, all good things. Reframing like this can be huge. We often get stuck in these negative thought loops, and bringing maybe into your life could be the tool that breaks you free from it. If it works just once, it will have been worth it. So try it out. Something to think about today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here and listening to me and for subscribing to the show. And I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.